Live from beautiful Oriole Park, the show has an AL East matchup. It's the Tampa Bay Rays taking on the Baltimore Orioles. First pitch coming your way next. And getting the start for Baltimore, Zach Eflin. And Singy, it's unique these days, but he's more of a pitch-to-contact type of guy.
Yeah, Boogie, he doesn't rely too heavily on the strikeout. He knows he needs to miss barrels, get some soft contact, let the defense do work behind him. And I think a guy like that can keep a good tempo, don't give hitters time to adjust or think. They can move through a ball game, and you look up, they're in line for a quality start. We'll see what he's got in this one.
Line to second, snagged on the bounce. Jackson tosses to first. And the first out of the game is an easy one. Take a look at the lineup. These guys can really pile up the runs, Chris. They're among the top teams in scoring this year.
Yeah, and when you can get a lead and be out in front, it really changes what that opposing manager can do with his bullpen. And on top of that, it helps your own pitching staff. It gives them more margin for error. So instead of guys squeezing the ball, trying to throw darts and be perfect, they can relax, let the ball come out of their hands and pitch effectively. So that offense and the ability to score runs also helps the pitching and the defense.
This looks like extra bases. And that's a double.
Man, those are the types of hits where you don't feel any vibration in your hands whatsoever. Such a good feeling. Other than ripping one into the gap or blasting one over the wall, there aren't a whole lot of hits that are more satisfying than a nice line drive into center field. So that definitely felt good.
And now it's going to be Junior Caminero, one of the stars in the win yesterday, as he had 3 hits right through there for a strike. And that one ripped to left. 2 down.
Batting fourth, the designated hitter, Yandy Diaz.
In there at the knees. And it's 0-1. That one missed.
That's down.
Now fly ball to right center. O'Neill moving under this one. And that'll do it. A double in the inning, but they leave him stranded. And now the O's will get their first crack at it. No score. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. And today's starting pitcher, Ian Seymour. Chris, what should we keep an eye on here with him?
Anytime you have 5 pitches to work with on the mound, that repertoire can be a real weapon in terms of keeping hitters off balance, man. It's one of those things that I'm going to be looking for in this one. Does he have a feel for all of those pitches, or is he just able to get 1 or 2 over in the strike zone where he wants? Now, it's tough to do to be able to command all those pitches, but if he can, he is going to be very tough for the opponent today.
Just missed. And that's in for a strike. 3-2 now. That one misses, so a leadoff walk. Here's Pete Alonso. 2 hits in the game last night.
Hey.
And the Polar Bear strikes out. All right, let's take a look at the Orioles lineup now. Not the highest team batting average for this squad. They're down towards the bottom of the league in total hits, and Singy, because of that, they don't score a ton.
Yeah, and Boog, I'm looking for a little better performance out of them today. I mean, if they're going to be dangerous, if they're going to be able to create scoring opportunities, they're going to have to start making some individual adjustments. A lot of players in this lineup probably aren't happy with how they've hit the ball so far. So today's a chance to get something going.
Tyler.
Here's Tyler O'Neill. In there at the knees for a strike. Comes up empty. That's strike 2. In the dirt to second. Safe.
He's in there. He's safe.
A man into scoring position.
Heads up base running right there.
Man at second. Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. Rounds third, headed for the plate. The throw in, safe. In comes the run from second, and it's 1-0. And he'll make it to second base with 2 gone.
Well, they strike first as he gets the job done to bring home the run. Timing on the swing was good, able to shoot the ball up the middle. Didn't square it up as much as he probably would have liked, but that's a good approach paying off.
That's in there. That's strike 1. Jackson matched a homer in his last game. Late with the swing there. In the air to left center. And that's the 3rd out. But the RBI single pushes across a run. It's now 1-0. It's an AL East matchup here on MLB The Show. New inning getting started, and stepping in for the Rays, Johnny DeLuca. This has been a career year for him when it comes to driving in runs. That's a bullet, but it goes foul. Here's a 1-1. Fouled off. He was late. To third. And that chance handled. Zips it to first. Nice play off the bounce for the out.
Good stretch there to make the play. It looks like someone added a little yoga to their daily routine, if you ask me.
Ripped, but it curls foul. High fly ball, right field. This could go the distance. Home run. Cedric Mullins sends it out. His 18th home run of the season, and it ties it up. It's 1-1. He absolutely crushed that one.
No doubt about that one, Boog. We knew it wasn't coming back. A breaking ball on the inside part of the plate requires a hitter to stay really square with his mechanics. If you fly open with the front shoulder, there's no way you keep that ball fair. An outstanding job mechanically. He deserves that home run.
So it's all tied up thanks to the home run. Richie Palacios next to hit for the Rays. Chris, you played here in 2002. What are the memories that stand out as to being a member of the Baltimore Orioles?
For me, it was just pulling into the parking lot and having those that were there with an encouraging smile.
This one's into the outfield. Could be extra bases. Safely into second. He's got a double.
Batting eighth.
That pretty much split the zone down the middle, and those are the ones where you got to make them pay.
Ball one.
And you had a cameo in the movie Moneyball as an Orioles player in a highlight clip. Line drive, that's a base hit. Palacios headed for the plate. He will score and they take the lead. It's an RBI single. It's 2-1.
Mission accomplished there as he picks up the RBI to give him the lead. Nice job of driving that pitch the other way on a line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always translate into the game, but right there it did, and he did it perfectly.
Next to hit, Taylor Walls. Swing and a ground ball up the middle into the outfield, base hit. The throw to third, in there. He's safe.
Back-to-back singles. Really nice job staying up the middle with his approach. He didn't try to do too much with the pitch, just shot it through the infield.
And that's in there at the knees for a strike.
With a runner at third, this is who they want at the plate. He's so good at getting a run across in these situations.
Over to Jackson. That's one. Over to first, safe.
I promise you, there are guys that get a little bit faster when they can smell an RBI. That was a possible inning-ending double play. Great hustle, and he gets rewarded with the RBI because of it.
Jonathan Aranda digs in now. Doubled his first time up. Already 3 runs across in the frame here at the top of the second. Runner on the go. Pitching for a strike. Throw to second, out of bounds, safe. And the league leader in stolen bases does it again.
Well, it really doesn't matter what the situation is. When a guy like this gets on first, you know he's going to steal second at some point during the at-bat. Nice job to get into scoring position. The defense probably knew it was coming, but they just couldn't.
Set down on strikes. That ends the inning and stops things from getting out of hand. So they get 3 runs on 4 hits. One was the solo homer. Down to the bottom. Back now at Oriole Park. Now the Orioles catcher, Adley Rutschman. Fastball for a strike.
Quickly into an 0-2 count. Both pitches were down in the zone. I think you set your sights a little bit higher because you'll have a tendency to chase if you look down in that area.
And that one is lifted in the air. Reaching down, makes the catch.
Batting 7, the shortstop, Jackson Holiday.
Up the middle, and that one finds its way through. So a man aboard now with 1 away.
Good start for him to this ball game tonight. And I always talk about get a knock in your first at bat. It just makes your confidence at such a higher level for the potential of having a big night.
Leody Taveras batting with 1 down, takes a strike. Next offering is fouled back. Man at first, 1 away. Got him looking. And there are 2 down.
Batting 9, the third baseman, Wade Alexander.
The bit behind with that swing. It's strike 1. The kick and the pitch. Runner goes. Strike in there. Throw to second. Out at second. That ends the inning.
Well, try to get in the scoring position, but a great catch and throw to end the inning. That's the way to pick up the pitcher.
Back here at the ballpark, let's check out the latest news from around the league. Close but called a ball. And that's ball one.
Well, I think he's trying to get a feel for where that one missed. I mean, it could have gone either way, but he looked a little shocked for a second there.
Popped up, foul territory behind the plate. Has room, and he makes the catch.
The batter, number 2, designated hitter, Yandy Diaz.
Next offering in there for a strike. No balls, 2 strikes.
See if he can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you get hurt.
Out to center. And there's 2 down.
Up next for Tampa
And
Bay,
here's a look
the
at how
right
he's
fielder,
using his
number
pitches in this
21,
one.
Johnny DeLuca.
2 outs, base is empty. Now it's the right fielder, Johnny DeLuca. Grounded out his first time. There's a strike. That one back up the middle, and it gets through. So a 2-out knock keeps the inning alive.
Up next for Tampa Bay, the center fielder, Cedric Mullins.
Now a quick throw to first. DeLuca back in on a dive.
Off the plate, ball 1.
Runner on the move. That's in for a strike. Throw to second. Save. Chris, his wheels were the difference maker on that play. Just got in there.
Yeah, with StatCast's help, we see his top speed on this stolen base, and that's a big number. I mean, man, he really made his athleticism work for him on that one.
On the ground, right side. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. The Rays strand just the one as the lead remains 3-1. Welcome back to the ballpark as we check out the current playoff picture.
Self-motivation is a virtue, and the lack of that can truly hurt you.
Swing and a pop-up. Foul territory for the catcher. And a foul ball. Here comes the 0-1. And that's a base hit. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
Up next for the Orioles.
Showed a willingness to drive that pitch the opposite way. Didn't get jumpy, didn't try to pull the ball. He let it get deep, took the barrel right to it, and then extended through the swing for the line drive base hit.
The 0-1. No question about this one. It's out of here. Taylor Ward blasts one out. His 32nd of the year. And we're level. It's 3-3.
Maybe he's starting to break out of this mini slump. That's the type of swing that makes you think good things are coming his way. There was a fastball down the middle. I don't think the hitter recognized the pitch, but once he did, was quick enough to get it in play with some authority. He got that up and out of here.
So it's all tied up thanks to the home run. Pete Alonso, the next to hit for the Orioles. Since debuting in 2019, no player in the majors has hit more homers than Pete Alonso.
Now pitching for the
Craig
Rays,
Kimbrell is
number
forced to the
46,
mound after the
Red.
injury.
And he's been hit pretty hard at times this year, so he's looking for better. Right now, giving up more than a hit per inning.
That one hammered, but pulled foul. Fights it off. He'll see another. Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. The 1-2. Base hit. That was smoked through the infield. And a man aboard.
Gotta love the resiliency he showed in that at-bat, battling with 2 strikes. I know that was a ground ball, but it was absolutely hammered through the infield. That's not one you're excited to get in front of if you're an infielder. You know they used to say, charge it. Crazy.
Tied up here in the early going. Line drive. And this one could be extra bases. Here comes the runner. The relay. And he's out.
He's out.
A lot of real estate to cover on that play defensively. A long throw to the cutoff man, and then a lot of ground to make up as well on the relay. But an excellent job. Execution and getting that out of the dish as he tried to make it home all the way from first base.
O'Neill in the box now. Takes strike 1. That's in there. And it's 0-2.
They seem to be a little aggressive at the plate today, specifically going after that changeup. Swinging out of the zone is only going to hurt your chances to do any damage. He's really tightening up his hitting zone with 2 strikes here. I love it.
Still 2-2 after the foul ball. Man at second. And it remains 2-2. Got him swinging on the curveball. 2 away.
That's a pretty nasty pitch right there. I'd call it a power curveball in the 80s. It's got so much spin on it, and you really don't have a lot of time to sit back and watch what it's going to do before you have to commit. It was a good one for the swinging strikeout.
Runner at second, 2 down. Here in the last half of the third. Swing and a line drive, and that's a base hit into right field. And they hold him at third. 90 feet away with 2 out.
Up next for the Orioles.
Big rip off the bat there. Some seriously loud contact on that knock. Didn't bring in the run, but he got him that much closer to taking the lead here.
Swing and a ground ball. Just foul down the right field line. Wow.
Ball. Down.
Traffic on the bases with 2 already in to score here in the second game of the series.
Tough spot right here. A couple runners on. 2-ball count. You can't nibble.
Aranda. He takes it on his own. They limit the damage here. Baltimore with a 2-run shot this inning. We're tied now with 3 apiece. It's an AL East matchup here on MLB The Show. Back here in Baltimore, it's that time of the season. Let's check out some notable trade candidates. Oh, 2 now. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. There's a swing and a drive. That's got a chance. On the warning track and hauls it in.
Up next for Tampa Bay, the catcher, number 40, Nick Forte.
This one in the air, center field. Tavares in position. And that quickly 2 away. Now at the plate, Taylor Walls. Picked up a base hit to center his first time up.
Walls.
2 down, nobody on. Top half of inning number 4. That's a base hit. So the 2-out knock extends the inning and sends them back to the top of the order.
Up next for Tampa Bay, the left fielder, Chandler Simpson.
Hey!
Line to right center field. That's a base hit. Lead runner makes the turn at second. And that'll put runners at the corners with 2 away.
Up next for Tampa Bay.
So much of good hitting is finding holes in the defense. That's why you're always thinking line drive into the gap. Those kinds of swings really boost your confidence.
And here is Jonathan Aranda. 1 for 2. That one's in there. 0-1.
So now it's all about protect mode. Try to shorten up, try to track the ball, block it if you have to, as far as just a late swing that maybe you're not sure about, but some way, somehow climb back into this at bat through the count.
And right back to the mound in plenty of time to first, and that will end the inning. Through 3.5, we're all even, 3 apiece.
Now pitching for
Welcome
Tampa
back,
Bay.
and they turn to a
Number
new arm
32.
as we kick off the bottom of the 4th. Steven Matz.
He doesn't get a lot of strikeouts compared to other relievers, so he relies on getting that soft contact and the defense doing the work behind him. They'll have to be on their toes with him on the bump.
On the ground to third. Dives, but it kicks off his glove. And it gets by him.
Up next for the Orioles.
Go ahead run on base. Leody Taveras getting ready to hit. That's in for a strike. Here comes the pitch. There goes the runner from first. In the air to left center. He's got it. And there's 1 down.
Up next for the Orioles, the third baseman, Blake Alexander.
That misses. Ball 1. One away, tie game, go-ahead run stands at first. We're here in the bottom of the 4th.
Man, he was really tardy on that fastball.
Runner takes off on the ground. Caminero. Safe at first as they can't make the play.
Up next for the Orioles, the left fielder, number 3.
So back to the top of the Orioles lineup. Here's the left fielder, Taylor Ward. Up the middle. Oh, great stop. The flip to second. What a double play that was. Inning over.
Pitcher made the pitch, and his players made the play behind him. Nice job. 4-6-3 inning-ending double play.
Ready now for the 5th inning, and stepping in for the Rays, Junior Caminero. Inside, ball 1.
Well, these Rays doing a good job of putting the ball into play, and that makes things more challenging on the defensive side. One thing that really stands out to me is how they've only struck out 1 time. That's good discipline right there, and on top of it, they're producing more than a hit per inning.
Chop back up the middle. Holiday throws to first. 1 away here in the 5th.
And you know we're living in the launch angle era, but today feels like we're being treated to a throwback performance, talking about those ground ball numbers in this one.
Yeah!
Turned on, but that's foul down the third baseline.
Rarely will you see a pitcher just waste a pitch like that. The batter wasn't even tempted to swing. Every pitch needs to have a purpose so that it can set up a following pitch to help you get that out.
And he couldn't hold back. He's rung up on strikes. Johnny DeLuca next to hit for the Rays.
The right fielder, number 21, Johnny DeLuca.
A little out front there as he swings through it. Fouled off, and they'll do it again. Two down, nobody on. Cut on and missed, and it's a strikeout, and that is the inning. Halfway home, tied at 3. Back at the ballpark as we take a check of the bullpen so far this season.
Gotta win it all like we supposed to. Dominate the game like we supposed to. Understand my lane like we supposed to.
Oh, look at the stop. Fires to first. Nicely done for the out.
Up next for the Orioles, the first baseman, Samuel Solo.
And he hits a ground ball right side into the outfield base hit. So they get a man aboard with a one-out single.
Up next for the Orioles.
Kind of rolled over on this pitch a little bit, but he got enough behind it to shoot it through for a knock. And you'll take that anytime you can get him to find a hole.
O'Neill at the plate now, and that's strike one. Grounder might be 2. Feeds to second, out there. And that's 2.
Got the batter to hit it exactly where he wanted. That textbook 6-4-3 double play, gets out of the jam and back in the dugout.
Welcome back. It's been a great game, so let's take another look at the most important moment so far.
Baby was with it in mid-sentence. I feel it. Hustling, no bad. I did it. It's just the beginning. I ain't even close to finish. I got money on the other line. I got to get the call. If you ain't gonna make me better, I don't even get involved. Couple on the close. That's involved. Getting Douglas with my dogs till it's through the walls. I done drove everything. Fiskars to Nissans. Don't do arguing. I just throw the peace signs. Meditate.
Now pitching for the
Yennier
Orioles,
Cano taking
number
over on the mound.
78.
He has a great
Yennier
slider with tons of movement.
Cano.
And stepping in for the Rays, Cedric Mullins. He's already homered here in this one. Mullins, in his 8th season, 31 years old, he joined the team as a free agent. Hit on the ground to short. Holiday on to first, and that's one out as they get the leadoff hitter in the 6th.
The batter, number 1, second baseman, Richie Palacios.
Lifted in the air down the left side, and that'll fall for a base hit. And that's a one-out single.
Up next for Tampa Bay.
Kind of a risky pitch coming inside with the breaking ball like that. You have to bury it. Otherwise, it's not too difficult to get the bat to it like he did that time.
And now, Nick Fortes.
0-1.
And that one is popped in the air, shallow center, and a base hit. Throw into third, and he's out easily.
Hey, as a former center fielder, I'm feeling pretty good right now. That's an excellent job by this guy to come up throwing and deliver a strike to third base. Now, for the offense, that's a tough one to swallow because you never want to lose a runner in scoring position by making it out at third base.
In the air, right field. And that is that. One left for Tampa. On to the bottom of inning number 6. Tied 3 apiece.
Welcome back as we
take a check of the current standings.
The second baseman, Jeremiah.
Wait a minute, we all just need a minute. The party been started, we all just need to finish. If I buy a chain, I'm doing it by myself.
And that is out of play.
You know, these Orioles, simply put, are producing a lot of quality swings. We've heard lots of loud noise coming from their bats in this one, haven't we? I mean, they've logged 6 hits at 90-plus exit velocity, and that doesn't happen by accident.
Got it. Leadoff man retired in the 6th.
Well, he went up there trying to be aggressive, that's for sure, hacking at those first 2 pitches, but clearly that last one fooled him. He could have been sitting on something else entirely, but you want to be able to adjust on 0-2 and at least get a swing off when it's in the zone. Maybe choke up, maybe spread out your stance a little bit. You got to give the guy credit on the mound, though. He went right after it.
That one missed.
I'm not saying they do, but with the way they're squaring up the ball right now, it's almost like they know what's coming. They seem very confident at the plate.
Swing and a ground ball into the outfield, base hit. So a man aboard now with 1 away.
Well, he found himself behind in the count right there, but he didn't give in. Not much to this one other than just a willingness to go the other way and put the ball. That's a team at bat right there. Nice job of staying back and letting the ball get deep.
That smash towards center. He's got it.
Man, that's one of those at-bats where you have to remind yourself it's about the process. He did everything right there. Nothing to show for it. But in your mind, you have to convince yourself that it was a very good at-bat.
Taveras, the next to hit, takes outside. Swings and misses. And the count is 1-1. 2 gone. The possible go-ahead run at first. Throw pulls him off the bag, and he's safe.
Next for the Orioles, the third baseman, Alexander.
That's ripped into the outfield. Makes a nice running catch. And the inning is over. 1 hit, 1 error in the inning, but they wind up leaving 2. We're through 6 full. All tied up. Welcome back. We're in the 7th. We have a new pitcher on the mound, Andrew Kittredge.
Well, he's been hit pretty hard at times this season, as you see with the big ERA. So this is an important outing for him. Get on the right track. Definitely a swing and miss slider down and in. He finished that really well. Just couldn't get him to offer at it.
Line drive and foul ball. Kittredge, a former All-Star. He features a slider, a sinker, a four-seamer, and occasionally works in a splitter. Just missed.
Nasty backdoor slider. There's really nothing you can do with that if you swing at it. So that's a good take by him.
Swing and a ball popped in the air. That one gets down for a hit. So the go-ahead run is on base with a knock.
Up next for Tampa Bay, the first baseman, number 8, Jonathan Aranda.
Quick toss to first. Low throw, and it gets by. The 1-0. Runner on the go. Pitch misses inside. And that's a stolen base. Not even close.
Now the go-ahead runs in scoring position, so big opportunity for them to jump ahead late.
Fly ball down the line. And it slices foul, but it had the distance. Out towards right center. That's well struck. That one carrying. One hopper off the wall, and that should bring in the run. The run scores from second, and they take the lead in the seventh.
Well, there you go. The RBI machine. Another clutch run scoring at bat.
Yeah, he's been so good in these situations. Call it clutch if you want, but his resume speaks for itself. Runner in scoring position, no outs. Junior Caminero next to hit for the Rays. Lifted in the air, right center field. He's there. He's got it. Runner tags at second.
The batter, number 2, designated hitter, Yanni Diaz.
And that drops in for a strike.
Don't be surprised to ball on the ground to the corners if they come home with the baseball instead of going to first base.
Out to short, Holiday. Throws to first in time.
Up next for Tampa Bay, the right fielder.
And now here is Johnny DeLuca. 1 for 3. This one in the air, center field. Tavares on the move. And that's the third out. Rays get an RBI double. It's now a 4-3 ball game. It's an AL East matchup here on MLB.
Now pitching for the
We're
Rays,
back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the 7th. Cole Sulser.
Well, he's been a bit of a wild card out there in terms of throwing strikes. He's definitely struggled with free passes this year.
Check swing. Now we'll look down to first. No, he held up. Looking to get the tying run on base.
Ball inside.
On the ground to the left. Walls. Sends it to first. And the leadoff hitter set down to open the 7th.
It's such a great feeling when a team can rely on their shortstop to make a play like that. It builds up confidence for everyone on his team. It might even inspire a few more web gyms before the game is over.
Alonso stands in now and watches strike 1.
Ball, that's low.
Laser base hit. And the tying run is on base.
Always feels amazing getting a job done when the team needs you to come through. It's just bigger than your own individual stats. That's about as textbook as it gets. Got his stride and load out of the way early. He stayed inside that ball and squared it up out.
Runner takes off. Swing and a miss. Throw to second. Tag. Out at second.
2 unsuccessful stolen base attempts tonight, so I think this is where we probably see them change up their plan offensively. The running game just isn't working, and those are costly outs, so they're going to have to string together some hits and change things up a little bit.
2 down, nobody on. Ripped on a line, and that's got extra bases written all over it, and that's going to roll to the wall. And now the tying run is into scoring position.
Having himself a really nice game at the plate. Now we'll see if they can pick up that tying run and start us over here in the late innings.
Here's the Oriole cleanup hitter, Tyler O'Neill.
Inside, ball 1.
Swing and a miss as he was late that time. And the count 1-2. The Orioles with the go-ahead run at the plate here at the bottom of the 7th.
That's a really good take.
That one just misses, and the count is filled up.
He's just missing with some pitches that, I mean, they're not strikes, and that's what you think, oh, good pitch is a strike, but so many times pitchers are.
Gets him easily, ends the inning. 1 left for the Orioles. Score holds at 4. Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. Rico Garcia.
And he's done a great job keeping the ball in the park this year. The numbers stack up with some of the best in the game.
So next to the plate for Tampa Bay, Cedric Mullins. He launched a solo shot back in the second inning of this one.
Yeah, that was big for these guys early on. Definitely helped them get off onto the right foot.
The spot, the fail sisters like the head rail spitters, kids on the ziggas. When it's ugly, then the club is lovely.
Swing and a miss, and it's 0-2. Fouls it back with 2 strikes. Way outside, 2-2. Can't connect on the curveball, struck him out. Chris, as we look back at the pitch sequence, he hadn't seen that curveball at all. How tough is it to adjust to something like that with a bunch of break when you haven't had a look at it yet?
Yeah, I mean, you're dialed up for something firm. You never want to take a called third strike as a fastball, so you're going to be a little anxious before you recognize the pitch. And right there, clearly didn't see what was coming.
Foul ball. Here comes the 0-1. And that one fouled off. The 0-2. Chases the changeup in the dirt. Out on the drop, third strike, 2 gone.
Very strong coming out of the pen so far as he punches out the first 2 batters he's faced in this one, getting straight to work. Man, it's talked about a lot, but relievers are just so electric these days. These aren't fun at bats if you're a hitter. I'm so glad I'm retired.
Fortes, the next to hit, takes ball 1. Out towards right center field. That gets down for a hit. And that keeps the inning alive.
The batter, number 6, shortstop Taylor Wall.
Foul ball there. That one lifted to left. Ward under it. And that is that. So 1 hit is all they get. Last half of the 8th coming up. It's the Rays 4 and the Orioles 3. On to the bottom of the 8th. Here's the second baseman, Jeremiah Jackson. There's the strike.
And I know you want to be patient as a hitter, but you got to be ready to jump on the first thing straight. And he got one right there, but left the bat on his shoulder.
And that's down, a base hit. And that puts the tying run on base. Not in time. That's a leadoff double. High fly ball down the left field line. But it bounces off his glove. And that's a foul ball. Ground ball left side. Down the line, and it's foul. So the tying run at second. Foul ball, it stays 0-2.
Definitely got the hitter conscious of the pitch inside. Really think the outer half is open.
Swings and sends a rocket to right. Brings it in. Runner tags at second. Relay throw. He's safe at third, and the tying run is 90 feet away. Pinch hitter coming on, Gunnar Henderson. He represents the go-ahead run.
Henderson.
Inside, just missed. Swings through the sweeper. Right through there for a strike. The Rays trying to hold a one-run lead here, the bottom half of the eighth inning. That misses, and the count now even up. In the air, left field. Simpson turns to the right on the move. Brings it in. Runner tags from third to the plate. Save! And we are tied.
What a time to miss the cutoff, Boog. If he puts that throw on the money, they've got a chance to get that runner at home. Instead, a critical run scores. That could swing this game.
Tavares in the box here. Lets that one go for a ball. In the air, right field. DeLuca on his way over. And the inning is over. So they even it up here as we head for a good finish to this one. Ninth inning coming up.
Now pitching.
Back now. Here comes the closer here in the ninth. Right.
And one thing on him, he's been really good this season at keeping the ball in the park. Not an easy guy to take deep.
At the ball.
On the ground, right side, and it goes just foul. Tied at 4. Ripped to short, snagged on a bounce. To first, they keep a big threat off the bases. Huge in a tie game like this. 1 out.
Jonathan Aranda.
Out towards left center. Ward gets under it. And there's 2 away.
Up next for Tampa Bay.
So next to the plate for Tampa Bay, Junior Caminero. Got to be careful with this guy. He's got power. He can untie it with one swing. Sliced hard but foul. Two down, nobody on. Here at the top of the ninth. And there's a rocket into the outfield. So a 2-out knock keeps the inning alive and puts the go-ahead run on base.
Everything came together for him. I could watch base hits like that one all day long, and so could every hitting coach in the league. Just a nice line drive into center field.
Right through there for a strike. And fouled off. Chases in the dirt, slider there. That completes the strikeout, inning over. The Rays strand just the one. It's the ninth, and we are tied.
Now pitching for the
Back
Rays.
now, and on the mound, the closer, Ryan Baker.
He's doing the ball very well overall this season. He's been really tough to get to. You see that ERA, and that's where you love to be.
Alexander in the box as he fouls off the first pitch. 4-4 in the ninth. Swing and a pop-up. Foul territory for the catcher. One up, one down.
Up next for the Orioles.
So digging in, Taylor Ward. He's already homered in this game. That one's in there. It's 0-1.
Well, an at-bat can be a little bit of a dance. Strike one here, but a few more pitches. We'll see how it turns out.
Here's the 0-2. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again.
He's gone off speed. He needs to elevate here with 2 strikes out of the zone.
Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. Inside, just missed. Swing and a line drive. That's a base hit into center field. And now the winning run is on base. A perfect example right there. That plate discipline, it pays off.
The deeper he gets into a count, the more comfortable he becomes, and he usually wins the battle.
Fair ball. He boots it. Runner around third on his way to the plate. The winning run crosses the plate, and the Orioles walk it off 5-4.
Well, it's always great when you've got pretty good speed over there at first base. Somebody that can score all the way around the bases. What a tremendous swing and execution by both the batter and the base runner for this walk-off win.
Close one here today, and your final 5-4 as the Orioles win this one. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi saying so long.
Me and my team, you know